everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we have our very first look at Dark Kael. No, Kael. Dark Kael, and we're going to take a look at how good he is, where he's going to be useful, and all that jazz. So let's get right into the video. Alright, starting with his aesthetics, I was expecting a little bit more, to be honest. I wanted a more dark, right? Something more mean looking or something like gritty. You know, it just looks like he got some sort of you know, just like some horns attached and all that stuff. So I don't know. Maybe maybe people have different opinions, but yeah, he is from the Dark Elves Faction, same faction as the original Kael, and he's same affinity as well, magic affinity, and he's an epic champion, of course. So starting with his A1, Weaver of Woes, attacks one enemy 3 times. 3 hit on a way 1 is always really good. Each hit has a 25% chance to instantly activate 2 poison debuffs or 1 poison debuff and 1 HP burn debuff. So this is a pretty cool ability. It'd be interesting to see how it would do in clan boss or in against dragon and all that, to maybe speed up the runs a bit. So that'll be really nice. And when it's fully booked, you'll have an additional 10% chance, so that's really cool. And onto the A2. Binding Darkness. Attacks all enemies, has a 75% chance of placing a 50% decreased attack debuff for 2 turns. Each critical hit also has a 75% chance of increasing the duration of all debuffs on the target by 1 turn. So when it's fully booked, it'll go to 100% on both. So it's an extender, so that's really cool for debuffs. So not as good as a Vizier, of course, but it's something. It's definitely something. And he does put out additional damage with the books, and it goes to a 3-turn cooldown. So onto the A3, Reality Acid. Has a 75% chance of placing 3 5% poison debuffs and a 25% poison sensitivity debuff on the target for 2 turns. When it's fully booked, it'll go to a 3-turn cooldown, and of course it'll go to 100% chance to land. And with Master Hexer, you'll have additional chance to land these poison debuffs and poison sensitivity for a 3rd turn instead of just 2 turns. So onto the passive ability. Delirium decreases the crit rate of enemies under 2 or more poison debuffs by 15%. So this is really interesting because, as far as I know, all the bosses in the game, like clan boss and dungeon dragons and whatnot, I believe they all have a 15% chance to land their critical hits. So if you're able to decrease their crit rate by 15%, you're basically nullifying their critical damage hits, right? So that's really interesting. Really interesting. So onto the base stats, we have an HP of 14,205, an attack of 1,343, a defense of 1,013, a speed of 96, not the best there, critical rate of 15%, critical damage 50%, pretty standard, resistance of 30, accuracy and 15. So again, like I said, I think this guy's going to be really awesome in clan boss fights where you're not running unkillable. I think this guy's going to be great there. He's going to put out a lot of damage, and he's going to help you mitigate a lot of damage as well. I could throw him into a Bat Eater composition and just show you his damage, but I just don't feel like that's doing him justice, because like I've thrown a Death Knight into that damage spot for unkillable, and I almost 2-keyed it. We showcased it on our stream on Twitch. I know you can also check out the Death Knight video for that. So yeah, I feel like you could throw in anybody into that damage spot for Bat Eater and it'll still be, you know, like almost a 2-key or 3-key. Of course, there'll be people that are interested if this champion can 1-key in her Bat Eater composition, or like a Dracomorph or Belliner, or even Fane for that matter. But remember, they all have one thing in common. They have defense down, they have weaken. This guy's kit is built a little bit different, so I highly doubt this guy can 1-key. But what I am interested in is, can this guy speed up my dungeon times? So that's going to be something we're going to be looking at. So let's get right into it. So this is my first look at Kael right now at his animation. So let's take a look at it together. Alright, so let's start with his A3. Reality Acid. Ooh. So this is what I meant to start with, his A2. So his AoE ability. So let's see how hard it hits here. I haven't built straight in damage right now, so I just want to see what kind of damage you can do. Oh, that looks pretty dope. Whoa! That was a lot of damage. That was actually a lot of damage, to my surprise. Alright, so as for his A1, he does a triple hitter here. Alright, pretty standard. Okay, so I want to take a look at him now in Arena, just to see what kind of damage he can do there. So right now I haven't built in my Trunda Savage gear, because I just want to see what he can do here. So let's just run some Arena real quick. We'll just take him into a setting where I would normally take my Solus, I guess. No, but when you want to see his maximum potential, right? So, we gotta put in there. We gotta put in, let's see. We are missing him, and a Madam Sirius. That would work. Perfect. So we can do this. Alright, so we're gonna start with the attack up. Fill turn meter. Put everybody to sleep. Defense down, and at 1 time speed, let's see how hard it hits. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. Okay, let's try it again. Let's try a more tankier team if we can find any. I guess we could try this. Alright, we'll do the attack up. Put everybody to sleep. Weak or attack defense down and 1x speed. Not bad. The damage is surprisingly not bad. Like his base attack is not that good to begin with, and I'm actually kind of surprised. I'm actually kind of surprised right now. All right, I try to scroll through a bit just so I can find something, and look, this looks like it could be interesting. I want to see a little bit more. So let's try one more time. Attack up. Go to sleep. Defense down, and at 1x speed. Impressive. Impressive. He actually put like his, I don't know what his multipliers are, but man, like it's not bad. It's actually not that bad at all. Wow, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. So we're gonna be taking Dark Kael into Dragon 24. We're not gonna take him to 25 because it's a bad affinity for him, so it's not the smartest thing to do. But 24 is just as decent, and it's gonna take a little less energy as well. So we're gonna be running. The first team I'll run with is, I wanted to see what he could do with the Venus because he does the detonation for the HP burn as well. So I think that could be a really nice combination. So first we're gonna take out the Feign there, and we're gonna add in Dark Kael. And I'm not really gonna be touching anything here. I don't think anything needs to be touched. I think we're good. So let's just run it with this and see how this goes. So I did change up my Kael's gear, or Dark Kael's gear. Right now I haven't built him in Relentless and Speed set. Basically I took off my Battles gear and I just shoved it onto Dark Kael. But I do want to see the speed of it though. Okay, the Renegade is dead, so that's fine. Okay, we got a bunch of poisons, poison sensitivity and weaken as well. Alright, we get the attack down, more poisons. Defense down as well. Okay, ideally I would like everybody to be dead so it can be a lot faster, but that is not how I have the team compositioned as well at the moment, so this is what we're working with. Wow, that's actually pretty impressive. That's actually close to my fastest time on 24. That's not bad at all. Not bad at all. So he does speed it up a little bit because based on like the detonating, right? So basically I try to use a composition where not too overpowered as far as like champions in the comp. I went in with Venus because she's the only one that has the defense down weaken and an HP burn. So in an ideal scenario, right, she has everything that a Dark Kael would need as far as like what he can leech off of essentially. But yeah, just remember guys, Dark Kael is someone you can get much further along down the line. It's not someone you're going to get immediately. You're going to get Archmage before him. You're going to get Renegade for him, I'm pretty sure, right? In one of those voice shards along the way. And Seer, hopefully, in an ideal scenario, you would get Seer as well. Or a Venus as well, of course. But yeah, I mean, it's not I try to make it as friendly as possible, but I mean, getting Dark Kael is not friendly to begin with because you got to play a lot longer to get him, right? So let's try a different composition now. Alright, so the other champion I do want to take in here is actually Lydia. I know, she is not friendly per se, but if you're that far along to get Dark Kael, I'd imagine you'd at least be close to getting Lydia at some point, right? If you're playing that far, if you're playing that long into the game, maybe, I don't know. But it's just another scenario, I guess, or to throw at you guys to see it. So let's just try this out now. Again, I'm not touching any of the presets, I'm just leaving it as is. And of course, if you have like a Kaimar or something, it'll be much faster. Much faster. Alright, so there's no poison seed or HP burst he can go off of, so he has to do everything on his own. I'm not sure what happened there. Was that like a sudden lag? It was like a slight lag there, I don't know. A little slow motion. He actually puts out a ton of poisons. Well, we do have the reset. That's true, we do have the reset. So that's not bad. That is not a bad time at all. So let's try one more test. I don't think we'll get a clean clear on the wave 2 here. Or maybe we will. So now this is really friendly. We don't have Lydia. Stag Knight, I mean, is still an epic champion, but you know, it's... I'm not putting in like a legendary champion here or anything like that, right? So... okay, we got the poisons and sensitivity right off the bat. Wow. And of course, if you build around the Dark Kael to have everybody just die immediately, it'll be a lot faster. A lot faster. Same time with the Dark Kael, I mean with the Stag Knight and the Lydia. Exact same time. Interesting. I'm actually impressed with this champion. Dark Kael is... it's a fun one. It's definitely a fun one. I'm surprised at his damage multipliers. Really interesting. But I just feel like him and Venus is made for each other to some degree, or maybe the Venus is made for him rather, right? So interesting guys. So I'm gonna show you the gear that I put on him for this run anyway. If I can find them, there we go. So I do have him in Relentless set. I try to focus speed, HP where I can get it, and accuracy. That's all I really focus on. Speed there, accuracy, speed, accuracy, defense percentage. And we got HP percentage gloves with the accuracy and speed on the substats. HP percentage chest with the speed substats and accuracy substats again. Speed boots and HP percentage, defense percentage. And I just try to focus mainly like making tanky here. Yeah, just as tanky as possible. An accuracy banner. I probably don't need this. It's a bit overkill on the accuracy, but it's fine. And for the skills, I do have him fully booked, of course. And his masteries is this how I have him built. So this is a really fun champion. Really cool champion. Let me know in the comment section down below. What do you think? Do you guys see him being viable anywhere? Like, where do you think he's best utilized at? Where do you think he would be really good? And just let me know in the comment section down below what you think about this champion. So I hope you enjoyed this showcase, and if you did, please don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and I'll see you all in the next video.